What's up, you guys? In today's episode, I go over the Fortin Natas preamp. I grew up skateboarding. It's Natas. Stay tuned. What is up, you guys? It's your boy Luis Torres, and I have the Fortin Natas. And again, I pronounce it Natas because I grew up skateboarding. Let's move over to the Fortin pedal. So this is, for all intents and purposes, is mainly a preamp. So for the most part, you're going to want to run this through your effects loop. So this is what you plug into and not your amp. But this thing is an absolute monster. And, you know, I have the Fortin sigil there. Let me crank this up a little bit. I have the Fortin Cali there. I have a few Fortin pedals, including a funny Fortin 33 with the 33 reversed. So it's real interesting. But for a while, I actually owned the Randall Satan. So for the most part, the Satan was the second version of the amplifier that Mike Fortin made, which was originally the Natas. So this is kind of looping back around and just getting back to basics. So if you've never used the Randall Satan, just know that it's Ola Englund's signature amplifier with Randall. He used it in I want to say hundreds, but it's probably hundreds of videos from a few years ago when he only used his actual amplifier. So this pedal has the girth, has the grind, also, you know, volume, gain, mid, bass, treble. It has a mid shift toggle in the center also, which is this guy right here. Kill and on. But this thing is an absolute beast. So I remember when I first got it, I was like, all right, well, how am I going to run it? So there was a few different ways. I ran it through my KSR PA50. This thing, if you've never used one, is a 50-watt powerhouse. So it is equipped with 6L6 power amp tubes. And, you know, this thing absolutely sounds like a monster. But I also went ahead and ran it through the effects loop in my KSR Eris. I ran it through the Bogner. And I also have an Engel power amp 830 50-watt power amp. Ran it through that. Ran it through my Mesa 290 power amp. And what else did I run it out of? I think that was it. But absolute, you know, if you want heavy, beefy tones, bro, this thing is mind-boggling. And just to give you an idea, some of my all-time favorite preamp pedals, because for the most part, you know, you can get away with not using an actual head when you play. More power to you. That's what you want to, you know, at some point get to. So I actually have the Kraken, which is one of my favorites. The Purple Nightmare. This thing is an absolute monster. The KSR Ceres pedal also. This thing is right there. It is absolutely insane. You know, there's no, you know, you almost, you know, you sit back and you're just like, all right, well, how good are these pedals, right? Because, you know, we're thinking of preamps and we use, like I have the Myaskinov Super Lead, which is the SLO, his version of the SLO power amp or preamp, but it is the red channel. And it is an absolute monster, but this is, you know, just as good as that. You always want to, you know, have a diverse, you know, gear or pack of gear. You know, you want to be able to have your big amps if you need to. Something small like the KSR PA50 power amp that you can power, you know, any kind of preamp. And you sit back and some of these preamp racks have 12AX7 tubes. And although this one doesn't have it, it doesn't need it. But I'll be honest with you, this guy has two 12AX7 tubes. I think they're 12AX7s. Anyway, I don't know if you can see them through there, but whatever, there's two right there. But this thing is just as incredible. So, but I'm gonna make another video with the Purple Nightmare because it deserves it. So let me go ahead and plug this guy in. So the way I have this pedal set up right now, super easy. You know, I have bass maxed mid at 1 o'clock, treble at 1 o'clock, gain at 12, and volume to taste. Grind is at 2 o'clock, girth at 2, and I have both the on toggle and the kill toggle both connected, and this is what it sounds like. So guys, there you have it, the Fortin Natas. But yeah, an absolute beast of a pedal, you know, and for a lot of you guys who are trying to figure out how to maintain a small footprint, whether, you know, and I'm in my 50s, right? So there's guys who are just like, bro, I need to just downsize and stop thinking that I'm gonna go play Madison Square Garden. You know, I'm one of those guys, so you know, a lot of people are just shifting. They're just like, I don't need a 412 anymore. I just need a good 212. I'm good to go. You know, I don't need an oversized head because they don't plan on playing any big shows. They don't need to lug around a Bogner Uberschall or a Marshall JCM 800 or a PV 5150, 6505. You know, grab this guy. This guy will take you to where you need to go, and, you know, and you can't knock it. Look how small this thing is. Guys, thank you so much for watching. You guys are the best. Give your boy Lou some love. Leave some comments below. And as usual, I will talk to you soon.